Welcome back to the final round of the 2024 PDGA Amateur Disc Golf World Championships here in Grand Rapids, Michigan. We are at Earl Brewer. It is a gorgeous park. We're here to watch the back nine of the lead card here on the final round.
Yep, our ladies are out here trying to conquer the winds and do something cool here at Earl Brewer Park. I am Brooke Johnson.
And I'm Ashley Pickett. Let's get it going here for this back nine.
Our lead card today, we have Virginia Polkinghorne sitting at +2 for the round, Therese Cuevas at 1 over, Ginelle Kohl at 2 over, and Alex Ulp at 4 over. Let's see if the ladies can do something on this back and get some birdies.
All right, hole 10. It's our first par 4 we've seen of the day. It is a 429-foot par 4, or our second one, but the first one on the back nine. It is super scoreable for all of the members of our lead card today. We do have OB that sits there on the left side, that road that lines the entire fairway. Plays really well for a lefty forehand or a righty backhand. It's really hard to get any other shot shape off the tee pad and try to put yourself in good scoring position.
You just want to get super far and super straight, like Virginia's showing. If you can kind of get left there at the end and not in those trees, basically, just as our leader is showing you. It's a great spot. We had a little bit of a tailwind on this hole, which was kind of helping the discs. For once, we didn't have a wind pushing in our face and knocking the discs in 12 different directions, at least, on the tee. Little wide from Therese. She's trying to give it the spin move.
One of the rare times you'll see Therese kind of smile.
The spin move is where she was giving it the spin move yesterday and it was working.
Alex puts a nice drive out there in the fairway. That's a great landing zone.
Nice and centered. Her shots are always so controlled.
Very consistent player.
Ginelle trying to get a big boomer out there herself. A little bit of lefty, stay away from the OB.
Yeah, she left that just a little low. But find yourself in a great spot there. She just needs to be careful with that OB to the left.
Primary backhander. She's right by the pin.
That should be an easy putt for Ginelle, no problem. Should be able to card a birdie there.
Alex has got a little bit of a low ceiling on this upshot if she's going inside, not so much on the outside. She takes the outside line. Great up.
The back nine has a lot of holes that are much more scoreable here.
Oh,
as
absolutely.
long as you can stay out of bounds and get yourself off the tee pad.
Go in, Therese. Whoo, she about eagled that.
That would have been an awesome throw-in to see.
Oh, that would have been so cool. And Therese is the type of player to just absolutely gun it. We all know Virginia is too. Go in. Good up, V.
All right, we might see our first star frame for the card here.
These are some great drives, some really good up shots. There was still some kind of crazy wind down here by the basket that was not up by the tee. Ooh, and you see it get a hold of Ginelle's putt there.
Leaves her skeeter just a little too high, skeets off the top of the basket.
We want it to fly a little bit more.
Corrects it.
She makes her comebacker. Good putt, Ginelle.
Hooks up for the par. Knows that she wanted that birdie there, though.
Oh, yeah.
See if Alex can get on the board today.
From a skeeter to a bullfrog. Good birdie.
Some interesting choices of putters.
I mean, hey, they're both pretty darn good putters, so.
Oh,
V. What was that? That was rude. Little left, but
that's tough to watch.
So many chains.
Yeah, she went from an eagle look to now.
Par.
Yeah.
Therese
just leaving with the
in
par.
Her
That's
birdie unfazed.
That's tough, but Ginelle feels it too, so it is what it is.
Yep. And speaking of it is what it is, hole 11, the 786-foot par 5. You've got OB lining the entire left-hand side, as well as these two OB islands here in the middle. And the headwind on this hole was insane. It was flipping stuff. Crazy, crazy, crazy.
And you see the way that this OB slims and hugs this green too. It's just a scary hole. It was playing almost an entire stroke over par for the field today.
Not surprised at all. Therese is first on the tee. Drive is crushed. Get down. Please get down.
Also want to give a congrats to
she's
all
good.
of the women that made the final cut and were able to play today in this final round. That's a big accomplishment. We saw that we had the largest women's division ever, I think, for a tournament.
That's awesome. 114 ladies.
That's impressive.
Alex's drive was a little low. She's trying to keep it out of the wind, but she's not in the stuff, so that's a good thing.
Yeah, so no matter where you finished today or how you played, be proud that you got to play today.
Virginia a little overturned.
Leaves it a lot shorter than I'm sure Virginia wants to be on this hole. This is
Whoa.
definitely within her range to score on.
Ginelle went on a little roller coaster ride, ending with a roll.
This is a tough hole, but I think it's a fun hole to throw, too.
Oh, it's a super fun hole. I really enjoy this hole. I was just, cackling at what the wind was doing on this hole because it was so ridiculous.
Yeah, it was wild.
Alex is pulled right, but it's actually not as bad over there as this kind of camera angle makes it seem like it is. It's not ideal.
See those leaves, though, moving in those trees? You can hear them, too. It was bad today.
It was some of the craziest wind I've ever played in. We don't get wind like this in Virginia and West Virginia. It just does not do that there. Woo! Straight into that tree. That wind got a hold of that right out of her hand and said, nope.
So far we're seeing Virginia kind of make a mess of these par fours that she's been on so far. And if she wants to hold on to this lead she is going to have to clean this up and
Take a deep
start hitting
breath
those fairways
and
and those putts, too. And get back to her Virginia way.
Therese was about as close as she could have gotten to the OB, I think, without going in it.
Is that the disc golf guy himself?
Ah, is that Terry Miller sneaking in the background? Very cool to see him here videoing our ladies. Jeez, Therese. Holy
Oh, wow.
moly.
She puts a move on it.
That was smashed.
What a shot.
These girls can throw.
Yeah, Therese is, 14, 15?
Something like that.
That's amazing.
Get out of the tree, V. To the next tree. I was carded with Miss Addison Woodard today, and her first tee shot was about halfway up this second island.
That's impressive.
It was insane.
Another young, upcoming star that can throw really
hammer
far.
Time. I like hammer time.
I like that. That was probably a very smart choice for her there. It's not too much you can do when you're pinched off and you have tight gaps to hit on both sides, and the wind is, whoa, just picking up discs.
Woo,
And
come back. Come back. She said that was one of the most stable discs I have in my bag, and it turned completely over. Alex really showcasing her ultimate skills on this hole.
I believe that's her turn that she's throwing again.
Ooh, great shape.
She likes throwing her purple turn.
That was some power from that standstill reach out.
Yeah, it had great shape to it.
She says adults have power too. Ginelle looks like she's trying to get to the green from here. Scary shot with all this wind, and there is the OB deep. That needs to come back and do it quickly. Great shot, Ginelle.
Yeah.
Just outside the circle.
We were making the joke that we were hoping that maybe the kids wouldn't be awake and ready to play this early in the morning because normally they're still sleeping and the adults are up and going to work. So we're ready. We were hoping maybe we'd get some strokes on them today.
Oh, is that what's going on with Virginia so far? It's just too early for her.
That monster maybe hasn't kicked in yet.
That's why she needed the big monster. It's just too early. V approaching the green. That's a really stable disc in her hand. I think it's a harp. Good up. She was throwing that yesterday extremely well. Alex approaching the green. Nice and flat and spinny.
So hopefully Virginia can make this putt and keep the damage on this hole to a minimum.
Good biz from Therese. Just a little bit wide, a little bit low.
She's got an interesting stroke for her
So
putt.
close,
It
Ginelle.
seems like she takes her body weight sideways more than like forward.
She kind of pulls through on it,
Yeah,
but
it's
really
interesting.
accurate.
It works for her and it's effective, so don't change it. This is an important putt for V to hit.
Yeah, good bogey save.
That's big. We got to keep that damage to a minimum. She can't be giving away strokes right and left. Therese is a really good player, and there's really good players on that chase card, too, that could catch her.
Speaking of, one of those players birdied this hole in this wind today. Miss Addison Woodard with that bomb of a drive.
Yeah, great hole, Addison. That's impressive.
It was super fun to watch her play it.
Welcome to the PDGA Masters Disc Golf World Championships from beautiful Flagstaff.
I know I worked hard last year and it paid off, but it's so hard to do it twice. It's always just been a dream. I had to adjust quite a bit. I know everybody else had to adjust more. I love the pressure. It makes me play better. It makes me more focused.
Tasty off the tee there for Joe Revere.
Champion! Back to back, Joe Revere!
Hole 12 is a 274-foot par 3. We have this tree here that sits right in the middle of the fairway. You've got some choices of how you want to attack it, and the camera doesn't do this hole justice either, showing you how the fairway slopes downhill. We've got OB on the left side, and then you've got trees here on the right side of the pin. It's not out of bounds, but if you get caught in it, it can be really hard to find your way back out or have a putt.
This green was playing really skippy today, too. Anything hitting kind of anywhere in the vicinity of the basket was just going as close as it could to out of bounds as possible. Therese getting hold of the leaves, and you see a big skip on her shot. She stays in bounds. I think she's on the edge of the circle. Ginelle getting flexy.
Hopefully that hooks up and lands right by the basket for her. Ooh. Oh, wow.
You mean
it hits the
basket? Great try.
That was an ace run from her. Just, a couple feet higher, and that's in.
That was awesome. Alex says, now I got to follow that. Whoa.
The wind picks it up, drops it into that tree in the middle of the fairway, and she still is in a great place to get up and down.
Yeah, she can make a run if she wants, but an easy par, and we know she likes to play the safe, smart golf.
A lot of players...
Virginia with a rip, a raise, an ace run. Get down, get down, get down.
That's a great shot. Oh, but it goes out of bounds. A lot of players get too scared to take that right gap, and they'll end up pulling it too early, and they'll sail it into those trees on the left side that we see right in front of Alex. So those were some great shots from
great drives.
Those ladies here.
They were wanting the camera guys to hold up the red and green flag so they would know if they were in or not.
Oh, great putt. Yeah. You see her correct whatever she felt was off on that last hole.
Oh, absolutely.
Cards the birdie there. That's big for her.
She has such composure. She just cashes a big putt and walks away like it's routine, like absolutely nothing happened. Yeah, Virginia, good par save.
So V, that was a really big putt for V, because if she doesn't connect that, Therese is going to get 2 strokes on her there.
She's losing 2 strokes on Therese. Alex with a good par.
It's amazing to see such composure out of a 16-year-old like Virginia, but she has played in a lot of big moments, a lot of big disc golf tournaments, and so I'm not surprised that she's able to hold down and get that par.
Ginelle picking up that beautiful birdie, and we head over to hole 13, a 215-foot par 3. This is the shortest hole we've got on the course today, and a really fun ace run opportunity for these ladies.
Yeah, I was playing almost half a stroke under par, so it is very, very gettable for our entire field and everybody that made the final cut.
I'm personally a big fan of the low backhand skip shot to try to ace this basket. I'm sure you like the forehand shot.
I do. It's a forehand mid-range for me. I like to throw my supreme fugitive here. Park it right under the basket.
Therese says ace run. Looks a little early. Honestly, not a bad tree.
Yeah, when I came in, played the River City Open here that Great Lakes just puts on in June, we played the longer tee pads, and so when I walked up to this to throw it for the first time, I was like, oh yeah, this is so much more shorter. It's fun. I get to just throw a mid-range here.
Little overturn from Ginelle. You can see the wind kind of got a hold of her there. She throws pretty flippy discs, a lot of mambas and things, and so seeing her being able to execute the line she has been in the wind this week has been really entertaining.
Same thing for Alex. She also throws a lot of
There we go.
flippier discs. She does have some overstable stuff in her bag. We saw that Toro earlier.
Yeah. Speaking of overstable, there's Virginia in the harp on an ace line. Whoop. There we go.
Great
Good
shot.
V.
Curls up nicely for her by that basket, or by that tree, right behind the basket.
It was really swirly down on this green today, too. So if you weren't super close to this basket, putts were really scary. Great up, Ginelle. Beautiful recovery from an unfortunate drive. Alex with a look at birdie here. Yeah, Alex.
That's a great putt. Finally
There's that
connects.
putt we know.
Yep, finally connects for a long putt. It looks like she's
That one feels good.
letting,
You know it does.
letting go of some stress there, just getting that out. Moving on, we finally got on the scorecard.
Little left on for Therese there. Virginia is trying to get around these trees. Kind of a rough footing, rough stance for her. No, she wanted that one. This is a hole I think everybody really wants to get. Good cleanup, though.
Sometimes we tend to make the easiest holes the hardest, though. It's a shame that Therese couldn't pick up another stroke there and keep the heat on Virginia.
Unfortunate for her, but I'm sure Virginia doesn't think it's so unfortunate.
No, absolutely not. She's playing tremendous. All right, hole 14, a 248-foot par 3. It's another really fun short shot to throw. The basket seems to be just a little bit further from the tee pad than what it seems as you're throwing it, but the downhill slope of the green makes it really, really scoreable. If you leave your shot just a little bit short, there's a chance you could get a skip downhill towards the pin. It's just important that you commit to your shot and you stay out of the junk on the right and the left side of the fairway as we get downhill to the pin.
Yeah, neither one of those are good places to be. A little low out of Alex's hand.
Yeah, she dumps
not in the
that.
stuff, though.
Yeah, she dumps that really early. This is definitely a hole that she can get. I'm sure she wishes she could have that shot back.
Therese needs a little more turn on hers. Ooh, kick out. Ugh.
Yeah, some
She's
of these girls that can throw really hard. This is more of like a touchy shot. It can be hard for some people to get the right shot shape.
Ginelle, come back. Oh no, tree. That was looking so good.
I really like the forehand line the most here. I think it's
I played the forehand line today.
yeah. I think it's too hard to force a turnover backhand all the way
Virginia says,
down
"No, it's
there.
not." Holy moly, Virginia!
Yeah.
This hole, not the next one.
Yeah, and either not
Oh
overthrow
my
it or leave
gosh.
it really short. It's just, I don't think the shot shape is right for that with that slope. That was gone.
Not with Virginia's power.
Is she gonna find that disc?
It's in the next fairway. That's where Kylie landed the chase
Okay.
card. Kylie did the same thing. She was all the way through in 15's fairway.
I think the monster kicked in.
I think that maybe too much too quickly.
Yeah.
I don't know. Looks like she's running this. Get it, girl.
Oh,
Get
big
it.
putt from Ginelle. Oh,
Oh.
just a little bit low. That
Good
was,
bid.
yeah, that was exciting to watch.
She thought she had it. I love it.
We thought she had it too.
Dude. Therese
Therese.
is running it from the stuff. Girl,
I
don't
like that
impel
she,
yourself.
is still trying to be aggressive from in there
Absolutely.
and has confidence. Used it a little too low and right.
Virginia just made the hole twice as long as it already was. Too much power, girl. Too much power.
Oh,
Ooh, uh-oh. She says, woo. I know that move. That frustrated woo. I've been there, V. I've been there. There we go. Get out.
a great out. She needs to make that putt and just walk away with just a bogey here.
She's still
Minimize the damage.
20, 25 feet, I think. Alex. is that
Looking to save her
birdie?
par.
Ah,
No, she's
oh,
looking
so
to save her
close.
par
Oh,
there.
I forgot she had the short drive.
That's tough when you just get a birdie on the last hole and then go right
Immediately
back
return
to
it.
yeah.
V saves her bogey after throwing it probably twice the length of the hole. Ginelle with a par here. Therese with a par. And Alex cleaning up a bogey as well.
That was a tough hole for our lead card.
It's a tough hole, period. We find our way to hole 15, a 475-foot par 4. This is the one that I've been calling the West Virginia hole all week. You have this nice fairway coming over to the right here, and then you get to fight up here to the left through these trees. The basket sits right up here in a nice flat spot. This is typically a par 5, which continues a little bit farther out and then cuts left down the hill. They put this new pin placement in for us this week. Super fun, attackable par 4. You really just want to get out to the right on your tee shot and not cut yourself off to the left.
Yeah, there is normally a Mando in play on this hole too that they took out for us, so they really opened up this hole a lot. It's just as long as you can get off the tee pad and get down there.
Good pull from Therese, a little high. Ginelle, good shape, good flex.
She needed just a little bit more height out of that, and then she would have been in a really good spot.
Pretty shot from Alex.
A great shot from Alex.
Yeah,
Whoa,
good
floats
ground
along
play.
the ground.
She should have a look up around the corner maybe to get her a birdie.
Oh, we
Ooh,
hope that hooks up for her.
turn,
Oh, that got
late turn.
Yeah, a nice late flex out of that.
Wow, Virginia. What the heck?
She's surprised
Virginia
that it
doesn't
flew
know
like
what's
that
going
too.
on. There was some crazy wind for such a guarded hole. Therese is waving it down out of the trees. Great shot.
Yeah, that's a great scramble from Therese.
That
She
shot was
should.
so good, she cracked a smile.
Yeah, that's rare. She
So
should.
stoic.
She should be able to get up and down for par from where she was.
That's a good up shot. Ginelle's got kind of a tight corner to hit here. Oh, squared it. That's all right. Sat in the open. She should be able to get a par still. That looks great. Yeah, Ginelle, woo.
Yeah, you honestly, if you want to birdie this hole, you need to be somewhere on that hill sloping up towards the green or over it and having a putt.
Ooh, Virginia.
And that takes a really good tee shot. It's hard to get all the way up there if you're pinched off or short on your tee shot.
It's really hard. I think a lot of the mistake here, a lot of times, ooh, Therese, is
That's a great
players
up.
trying to get too far up the hill or cutting in off of that tee shot instead of kind of playing a placement and then playing another shot up to it. Mm-hmm. Alex with a birdie bag.
Using
Go.
all of the
Good
room that you
run.
have on that fairway for your tee shot.
It gets a lot wider kind of the farther out you go and the more right you get.
Yeah, and it opens up more
Oh,
for you to
yeah.
approach the pin.
Virginia flubbed her second shot a little bit, but she's able to save her par. Ginelle with a deep breath. I believe this is her par putt.
That's a good putt from
Good
Ginelle.
putt. I think this
Scoots
might
the
be my
skeeter on
favorite
in for a
hole.
par save.
Told you that thing, it feeds on chains, not blood. Alex
The
for
par save from Alex. Keeping it clean there on this hole.
I do
Super
really
important.
enjoy this hole. Therese for par. I think all of our ladies were able to card a par here. There were 4 birdies carded on this hole today. And 2 by chase card contenders.
That's a great birdie to get. One of them was you, Brooke.
It was, and I was under the pin.
Hole 16, a 320-foot par 3. Another fairway that slopes downhill as you approach the green, and then right as you get to the basket, it slopes a lot more. It's a steeper incline to the pin there, and it can be a rough green. You've got roots sit around the basket. You've got this green that plays fast. You can get a skip shot and find yourself further away from the pin than you expected.
Those roots can definitely cause some really weird rollaways if you hit them, especially the angle that a lot of these discs are coming in on with that flip. Therese got a little bit too high, but that's fine.
Yeah, they can also catch you and stop you a lot shorter than you were expecting to be on your shot.
Oh yeah, for sure. Looks like a lot of our ladies are kind of going on this flip up and hyzer backhand kind of line. Great shot from Ginelle. She's in circle 2. There's also a higher hyzer kind of backhand line and the forehand line, which Alex is taking now. Really
That's a
pretty.
beautiful shot. Good shot
Great
shape from
shot,
Alex. Circle 2 putt there for Alex. We'll see what she decides to do.
Virginia looks like she may be going for that hyzer line.
Yeah, there's so many options with this hole.
I like seeing our ladies take all of the options. Woo, go. Woo,
Oh,
Virginia.
there's that fast green we were talking about. You can really skip hard as you approach that green.
She got kind of a double skip. Therese with a big bid from downtown. She wants it. Good up. She'll have it inside the circle putt for par. Alex for birdie. Good bid. I think she's at about 20 as well. Ginelle. Oh, so close.
Let's see if B can connect for a birdie here and get back some of these strokes.
Oh, just off the cage.
Yeah, a little low, a little right.
Our leader's on a little bit of a struggle bus this afternoon. Good thing she had such a wide margin. Oof.
That's a rare
Miss for Therese.
Yeah, from that distance. It's not often we see that out of her.
Unexpected bogey. She's not very happy about it, especially being able to watch the leader kind of struggle. She knows she needs to take advantage while she can.
Good putt from Alex
Great
to
putt
save her
from
par.
Alex. Get a little bit of a backup on the next hole. You can see the chase card kind of sitting there waiting to clear. There was quite the crowd around the third card today. We make our way to our 2 closing out par 5s. Hole 17 is a 605-foot par 5. Your tee shot, you want to kind of come through here and hit near this dirt spot. Lefter if you can, stay in the middle, and it lines you up just perfectly to approach this guarded green. It does slope up a little bit behind it, and the OB does run up the entire right-hand side. It's very attackable, but if you make a mistake, it definitely can bite you.
Yeah, like Brooke said, trying to be through these trees into that little dirt patch, basically on that short tee pad is a great place to land if you can get all the way through that stuff. It opens up there on the left side of the fairway after you get it past that stuff and really gives you a great opportunity for an eagle on this hole.
I like
as a par
Alex's
5.
forehand play, actually. It puts her right clean in the open and kind of takes those trees out of play.
Yeah, that's actually usually the line that I try to throw and find myself over there because, again, the left side opens up a lot.
Yeah, Virginia.
If you can get past a lot of the stuff. That's a great shot. She is a little bit pinched off being so close to those trees, but she is in a great position.
Woo.
She might not be able to have a full run-up on her shot, but B's got a lot of power, so shouldn't be a problem for her.
And Therese's discs are sitting on top of each other.
Very close. They are very close.
Therese scared me. She got so close to that tree. Alex with it forehand.
Looking for a skip, I think, off the ground. Doesn't
I think it was
quite get
a
it.
little low out of her hand.
Yeah, it doesn't quite get it.
Ginelle also a little low, but a good cut roll. It's actually not terrible over where Ginelle was
No.
to play from. I played from over there today, actually.
No, it does. It opens up. You just want to stay away from that OB on the right side. That is.
Therese is thinking eagle.
She's going for it.
Ooh, have the distance. Ooh, weird little bit of ground play. She's going to have a putt.
Yeah, it should be easy up and down for her for a birdie at
Birdie it
least.
was.
Definitely has an eagle look that's within her range. So V, like we said she is pinched off there, being so close to those bushes. She is not going to have the chance to do a run-up in her shot. She's trying to find the right footing, the right stance. Goes to a standstill rather than a kneeling shot, which was probably the better choice for her.
Definitely the smart play. She rips it out there. She's got a chance maybe to give it a bid for eagle, but I think it's birdie at worst for her as well. Ginelle with her third shot, trying to get up to this green. Looks like really pretty out of her hand.
Good shot from Ginelle. That should be
Right
an
inside the
easy
circle.
putt for her to make. It's
Oh,
uphill too.
She's been crushing those with that skeeter. Alex, oh no, just a little wide. She knew it out of her hand.
So that's going to take the birdie out of Alex's.
Maybe not.
Well, yeah, hand unless she throws it in.
Unless she throws it in. I thought she
We've
was gonna.
seen her be close. V going with the forehand approach. I'm a very proud friend of hers seeing her do that.
Virginia throwing the forehands. Good job.
Oh yeah, that was a great forehand, V. It's nice to see you adding these different things to your bag.
Therese running that eagle bid. Do it.
Oh.
Oh, so close.
She's such a good player.
Confident. She throws confidently.
Let's see if Ginelle can get this birdie here. That was a beautiful upshot.
Yeah, Ginelle. Good putt.
Dead center, no fear.
Surprisingly, there were no eagles on this hole today.
That is surprising because a lot of these girls can throw, but again with the wind
With the
and
wind, the wind was still whipping through this fairway. It
Yeah.
looks like it's guarded, and
And-
it's just not.
and this being also the 5th day in a row that these women have played, it's probably a little fatigue and some mental fatigue and physical fatigue going into this
Oh, I
round.
guarantee it. And a little bit of nerves.
Definitely nerves. All right, our last hole of the 24 AM Worlds is hole 18, a 786-foot par 5. We've got OB lining the whole entire right side of the fairway. There's no relief. It loops around the backside of the basket as well. Smart play is to just try to stay away from that. There's not any OB in the middle of the fairway on that island like we're used to seeing. Not OB left. You can really play this hole however you would like and feel comfortable with.
And it is totally in range for these ladies to eagle. These girls have some power. That is a beautiful shape from Ginelle.
Yeah,
Get around the end of the bush.
That bush only sits about 220 or so feet downhill. So everybody here on this card has the power to get around it.
Oh, for sure. It's definitely just, it's in the mistake range. If you're scared of the OB or the trees, Virginia's clearly not. It's really easy to
That's
just
a great
kind of
shot.
hyzer in there short, playing a little bit too safe. That's a bomb from Virginia.
Or if you need too much room for your
To
disc
flex
to work,
something, yeah.
you're not able to just throw that line drive shot and just trust your disc and your power. It's so easy to overturn it into that out of bounds or get caught up in some trees there. Therese is another beautiful shot, but
got caught up early, but kicked
yeah,
out.
gets caught up by those trees there early.
She was eagle hunting.
She's always got eagles on the brain. Always.
I mean, when you throw like that, I don't blame her. Alex, a little wide. I think she made the same mistake the other day. It might be the exact same tree.
Luckily, the tree spits her out right into the fairway, and she's not out of bounds, though.
Yeah.
She
A little bit low.
Yeah.
She's trying to keep it down out of the wind. It was pretty windy in this fairway.
kept that, just way too low there.
It's all right. It's a par 5.
It doesn't have a chance to really work if you don't give it enough height, Therese.
Therese with a rip up in the trees. She'll have a look at eagle. I think birdie at worst for her. Little too stable out of Ginelle's hand. I think it slipped.
That's not a bad spot to be, though.
No, she's honestly a wide open look for birdie.
Yeah, she's taking
Eagle out of play. but
yeah, she is, but she's taking also those trees out of play, and she's opening up the fairway for herself. So not the worst spot to be in. I'm sure she wants to eagle this, but a birdie
Yeah.
is great as well.
Alex has a pretty open circle 2 look for her birdie. Virginia finally throwing her second shot. Oh, caught up in the tree, but it's still, per usual, fought through the tree. And she has a circle 2 look at eagle as well. I think it's sinking in for her that she did it.
She's got this crowd waiting for her. It's a nice gallery. It's nice to see people here watching AM Worlds and
It's super cool to see all the people out.
waiting to see who's going to be the next winner.
Ooh,
And it's
crazy
really
wind.
cool to see last year's winner following this card too.
Oh, yeah. It was a good upshot from Ginelle. She still has a look for birdie. Therese running it.
It's not too often that happens because usually people, when they win, they move on to
Oh, yeah. They
touring
move
and
on.
stuff. And Hannah's such a great person. Anytime that she can be around to support people, she will.
Very cool to see. She's super cool.
V
Good up
just
for Virginia. She's
lays it
parking
up.
for her birdie.
tapping birdie. It might be starting to sink in now.
Yeah, I think she realized that she had it in the bag.
Everybody was just trying to catch her.
Man, she was hard to catch.
Yeah, V was on fire. I think this was,
It was her roughest round.
yeah, the worst round that she had out of 5.
Good
and
birdie from Therese.
she played 3 different courses really, really well.
It was the only round she played over par.
Alex tapping par. Great finish to her tournament. And there's our
Virginia
champ.
tapping hers in. She crushed it.
Wins by 6 strokes overall.
Yeah.
6 strokes.
PDGA Amateur World Disc Golf Champion presented by Discraft in the FA1 Division, Virginia Polkinghorne.
So impressive. Just a few weeks ago, Virginia lost in the FJ18 division and Junior Worlds. This is so much bigger for her.
Yeah. To Miss Kayla Hess that played in our FA1 field and was actually playing today in the finals. So very cool to see V come back and crush it. All of our ladies out here crushing it this
Yeah.
week.
Congrats to Virginia.
We end our lead card with Virginia at 2 over for the day, Therese at 2 under, Ginelle at 1 under, and Alex at 4 over.
Thank you so much for joining us. It's been a pleasure. Thank you to Ace Run Pro for having Brooke and I. Make sure you subscribe and follow both them and the PDGA. For one last time, I'm Ashley Pickett.
I am Brooke Johnson, and thank you for joining us and for following these awesome ladies crush all week. We hope to see you guys again soon.
Yep, thank you.